this way. It's like when there's fire and you keep feeding it with wood, it keeps burning.
Yeah.
So whenever any faction comes up, the other one will say, no, we are the real ones. This one will say, we are the. So what we decided to do as a new Pman, we just left them to whatever it was they think they wanted to do. Whatever it was they thought we were stopping them from achieving, we said, okay, go ahead and do it. Then we continue with what we were doing. We continue with work. Right now, as I speak to you, we have a bill in the House of Assembly that's passed the second reading to amend the Copyright Act for Nigerian creative industry. That's what we, the new people, are pushing. Because number one, okay, not number one, there's the issue of the sharing ratio with all these telcos, downloads and streaming. From time, it's always been 70% to the telcos. Then the content owner now has to share 30% with the content provider, one of these content providers. Only for there's this honorable in the House of Reps, Honorable Ahmed Abu. He now started up an investigation, and they now uncovered the fact that in the Copyright Act, it actually says that the content owner gets 70%, while the telcos and the rest share 30%. So that's why we're now pushing that bill to amend the act to pay the content owners more, and then also to implement that sharing formula. And as I speak to you, it has actually passed the second reading in the House of Assembly. So that's what we, the new Pman, are running after. That's what I mean by we're doing us. We're doing for us. We're not doing for self. All those people who come out and say Pman this, we're the real Pman, blah blah blah, they're doing for self. They want to go around visiting Governor Ambode, visiting maybe ranchers in Imo State. We are Pman, we came to greet you, sir. Yes, sir. Although we are going, we are going, we don't do that. We're not for that. We're for, like Ruggedman came into the industry, I did what I did, and he helped the whole industry. I agreed to join Victor Okafor's Pman because the plan he has is for the industry, is for Nigeria. What I'm saying is for Nigeria is because research carried out shows that Nigeria loses close to 15 trillion to piracy every year. Not just music, movies, books, your magazines, fashion. Americans and Europeans are not silly when they tag their clothes you buy and they scan it and somebody makes money. But Nigeria, they just take everything goes with pleasure and let's just sell it. No. We need to start putting proper structures, and that's what the new Pman is working on. Putting proper structures. So you sell your city people, there's a barcode there, you scan it, money is coming in, and everybody gets paid. You understand? Which is what we're doing with the new Pman, which is what we're doing with entertainers registering, which is why we brought a bank into it. There's a bank involved, so when you register, you pay your 5,000 naira, and that's an automatic bank account for you, and then automatically that gives you you get a code, you get depending on what you're doing. If it's the album, you get you get a barcode. If it's fashion, you get that, and the money goes straight to you. You understand? So that's what we're working on. That's why you're not hearing all this, because most of those people, they don't have any plan for anything. They just want to come and cause confusion and quarrel.
So Pman is one now.
Pman is
and
one.
I see what you're saying, sir.
Yes, boss.
Can you just tell us about the leadership of Pman? Who are you in charge of?
Pretty of Carfor is the president of Pman. Sonny Neji is vice. Zaki Aze is second vice. And then the other excos are myself. I'm the chairman for media. There's Asha Gangali. There's Felix Stew.
They helped me at the other time.
Yes, so we are the executives of Pman, and we're working, doing our best. Yeah, we're still together. You understand? We've not heard that somebody collected money from somewhere and we're borrowing it. We don't do that. What we're chasing, we have a bigger picture we're chasing. That's why we're not concerned. Even if anybody comes out tomorrow and says they're Pman, whatever, enjoy. We have trademarked Pman, we've trademarked the logo. You know where, see, that's why I said we're setting up a proper structure. So that way, even when we're leaving, there's that structure.
The Abuja land structure, or Alpha.
Oh, they're still on it. They're still on it. The people who are on it are on it. That's it. You see, the thing is, when you keep getting involved, let the authorities who are supposed to handle things handle things. We don't have to come out and say, oh, we have arrested James Brown. because he's a fake Pman. That is what keeps bringing up
But
all
the
this.
other guy is still laying claim to it.
To what? T-Mac?
T-Mac, yeah.
Laying claim to it how?
The land.
How will he lay claim? The same person? Don't worry, that's what I said. Don't worry. When everything is done, you will see it. When everything is done, you will see it. Because I don't know if you have ever seen any of the papers. Pman is Performing Musicians Employers Association of Nigeria. The papers that T-Mac brought forward is Performing Musicians Association of Nigeria. Fake papers. You understand? Registered Pman with the registered document for Pman with NCT and Co is Performing Musicians Employers Association of Nigeria. So what T-Mac has is Performing Musicians Association of Nigeria. He went to register his own. You understand? That's what I mean by people go for self instead of for us. So we're not even looking at him. He's already killed himself with that. He already has his own evidence to lock himself or to jail himself. He has it in his hand. Even if he tries to show it as proof of him owning the land, then how exactly are you Pman when this is the real Pman papers? So that one is a small thing. So we're chasing bigger things from now. But because even the land, I don't know what he's doing with it right now or what has been done to it, but with time, everything will come out.
Okay. Music in people's life is very important.
Sorry?
I say music.
Okay.
People's life is
Very,
very important.
very.
It's a sort of funny that makes the social life goes. And that is why youths, even those who are not youth, really wants to regard, or not really want to be regard musicians as models. And they want the excitement not to be stopped so soon. With the music you are doing, and especially your involvement in fashion, where do you think you are taking these two lines of things that can make take social life to better height in the next 5 years? That's my first question. My second question is the craze that most people have for musicians. They don't regard them as models. Models in the sense that they want to emulate what the musicians are doing. Or take seriously the audience of the music or the advice that the musicians are offering. With music like Shaku Shaku that are encouraging taking of drugs, what is your opinion about it? What level of damage do you think that will bring to the psychological life of younger people?
Goodness Lord. That question is a good. Okay. Which one do I start from? Okay, let me start from Shaku. Okay, the thing about it is, yes, musicians and music, they inspire, let me just use the word, they inspire people, which is one thing I appreciate, and I thank God for that, because musicians sometimes I even looked upon as demigods in some places, you know. Anything they say goes. I remember when Rihanna just said some people should get off Snapchat. Snapchat lost, their profits dropped. You understand? But I don't think if Rihanna says everybody let's go and kill ourselves tomorrow, they will follow her to kill themselves. You know, so it's one thing to love a musician, it's one thing to love music, but it's another thing to also know that you have your own life to live. Don't live how you behave and decisions you make. Don't leave that up to somebody else. To me, I'm not. I see that as looking for a cheap way to go out, looking for a cheap way to already have an excuse in case you mess up. That's how I see it. I have a lot of musicians I respect so much, but I don't live the way they live. I watch movies. You know, okay, we talk music. How about the American movies that we see where they shoot people anyhow, they bombs? American movies even show you how to kill, where to cut, where to stab, where to pour small fuel and you blow up a car. But how many people are blowing up cars like that in Nigeria? You understand? Meaning, yes, music can make you want to do a few things. Yes, they say some things in the songs, but then you still have your will. You still have your own will. I saw a picture somewhere where was it a picture? No, it was an interview. Some lady was like, "My daughter looks up to you. She's you're her role model." And the musician looked at the woman and said, "If your daughter is looking up to me, then you're a disappointment because your daughter should be looking up to you, not a musician." Because most people should never. One thing a lot of people should never forget: it is half show and it's half business. So some of the things you see some entertainers saying or doing, some of them do not do. It's like saying, if because in that case, then what's this man's name? Arnold Schwarzenegger, that actor that killed almost 200 people in that movie Commando. He'll be in jail by now. If it was about killing, if it was about exactly what they do in the movies. Meaning, yes, some people get influenced in the wrong way, but then I still leave that responsibility to them. Your responsibility is yours. Any decision you make is yours. The decision to listen to a Shaku Shaku song is yours. The decision to smoke whatever the entertainer is saying in that song is yours. Because at the end of the day, imagine you in court arrested for stealing, and they say, "Why did you do it?" You say, "Because Ruggedman said he stole one car in the song." You understand? So basically, I believe that every decision we make is ours. And no matter what the person says or does in the music video or song. But Nigeria being Nigeria, we still have our culture and everything. And that's where I will now throw it to the table of the likes of NBC. If you have an issue with a song or two or things they say in it, do your job. Because you will not stop a creative mind from creating. You will never be able to stop a creative mind from creating. But you can do your own job by by being able to control how far he or she spreads that creativity, especially if you think there's anything negative coming from it. That's how I see the whole shaku shaku thing. And then again, if you now talk about conscious music, it's still about choice. I will forever say in this life that life is about choice. We have every type of music there is. If you don't like shaku shaku, there's gospel. If you don't like gospel, there's inspirational music, there's conscious music, there's roots reggae. Choose the one you like, enjoy it.
But having said all this, what do you think the role of the censor board is to correct this abnormalities?
Well, they're supposed to put a stop to whatever they're supposed to censor. Yes, that's their job.
And why is it not taking place?
That's why I said it's their job. I can't teach them their job. I just know that they're supposed to be a censor board. So why are they not working?
Even Pman itself, what is Pman doing to
No, Pman is a music body. Pman is a music body. It's like me saying, I work for you here. I bring sensational news. One thing I just felt. I just say, I don't post it on the and say something. No.
No, but there are rules here before we publish.
I know. But then you will still publish.
No, we won't publish if you are not sure of what we are
No,
publishing.
if you're sure.
If you are sure, why not?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now, but it's still left to people out there to say, no, I don't want to read this, or no, this is false, or no. And if they want to sue, they sue. You understand? So Pman is a music body who registers musicians. But it